And we continue with SK, and SK will talk twice. And we have the honor and pleasure to be the number one, yes, to talk.
Talks number one, yeah.
So what we've been up to in the last 12 months or so.
I have the clicker now, yeah?
Unfortunately. Yeah, so we start with some electronic identity and trust services Phoenix stories. So we have 3 of those. We have stories that are somehow recurring and then they are appearing again and again. And the first story was already a bit introduced, so it is a story of EADAS that came about again. You have this clicker thing, yes?
Oh.
Again in May this year. And that means that we have a second version of something that once already came. And what we want to tell about that, well, shortly, because Madis will do a long story, is that if you look at the services that SK is providing, then we have gone through the service and we would say that everything continues as it currently runs. We don't see that something terribly changes there.
Maybe we have to say something about the ID card.
Okay, that's kind of it's besides the point of EIDAS, but yeah, we are not continuing with the ID card certification issuance next November, but that's nothing to do with the EIDAS. It's a procurement thing, and we will have Zetas in Estonia who is going to issue certificates for ID cards since November next year, we hope. But from our point of view, like there are like many services that need really internal workings. So this review thing, or significant review, is that there's a new trust service defined, which is called Remote Qualified Signature Creation Device Management. Like we are managing the keys of end users, and that means that we need to have an underlying new trust service in Smart ID and for Earthkenny as well. Earthkenny. Like it's like Earth in English and then Kenny, like the name, Earthkenny. So this is a new service. You probably, if you want to wander around in the trust services list, then probably there will be this new service listed from SK that we have a remote QSCD management. But you should never ever feel that this kind of has happened as a Smart ID user. The other thing is mobile ID. Mobile ID SIM cards come from like really ancient history, and they need renewal from the technology point of view. And we will have a project to have new SIM cards out for the mobile ID, but still we plan to continue with mobile IDs in Estonia.
And with a physical SIM card. This is
with a physical
current focus is somehow extend the current mobile ID with a physical SIM card.
Yeah, still plan to do that. Yeah.
And in ADAS there are listed some new services as well, and I know that some have asked what are plans regarding the new services.
Yeah, there's this kind of already told this attestation of attributes. Fun. Definitely interesting. The wallet is interesting animal described in the text but never seen, and I've written that it is kind of a unicorn that written but never seen. Then we have the ledger, like a blockchain, qualified blockchain. But the ledger, it seems to be like an easy thing to set up. Never figured out why would we. So if anybody in the audience has a clue why would we, then come and talk to us. There are like many SK people around. Would be nice to know, and maybe we'll do that from those new services as a first one.
But regarding the wallet, and do you want to make any promise regarding wallet, that we will have a wallet or we will be in the wallet? And
we will still read about the wallet. This is the promise. We will read about the wallet. Like in SK, we take care that we read about the wallet, and we also write about the wallet. If we ever do a wallet, that I don't promise.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have the next really fundamental rebirth story, and that's something that trust services have after several years. It's about the root CA. Root CA used to be and still is like the fundamental thing in certification business. So we changed the thing that everybody trusts. We started in 2021 with that, in that sense that the certificate authorities keys are from that era. It took 3 years, no, 2 years actually, because we started last year already, to get it into production so that everybody knows and then trusts that. And we are at the point where we have moved almost everything to this new trust environment, and we have still like Smart ID to go, Mobile ID in Estonia first, then in Lithuania, went quite smoothly. We
had a request from a product manager to say out loud that almost in Black Friday we are doing a change, that all the new certificates of Smart ID will issued under this new chain.
Starting from 27th of November, so it's very, very
if
soon.
If you are not trusting the new chain, it means that they cannot use the services.
Our new end users cannot use the services. The biggest threat is in Latvia probably, because the Mobile ID has it already, both Estonia and Lithuania, but the Latvian market doesn't hit like in a mass scale with any new certificate chain certificates. So this is where we are with this migration.
Do you believe, or what do you believe for how long that new chain will survive?
When the new Phoenix will arise, I would say that in 5 years, like if we think about the context, and the context is that in August, NIST published the digital signature standards for the post-quantum cryptography. There's one algorithm for the lattice-based crypto. There is another one for hash-based signing. That means, and US has already a plan that, okay, they need to move until, or like migrate by 2030. EU has done no such claims, but I don't think that they will be like less ambitious, or like somewhere very, very, very from it. So I guess that in 5 years we have another Phoenix story where we have a new route somewhere. We prepared this time actually 2 routes, but clearly not enough. So we have elliptic curve route and we have RSA route, but clearly we need another one in coming years.
Do you want to also say what is the name of the new route?
The one that
or should we click now?
No, it's like SKID Solutions route G1E CA.
Correct, Michael? Okay, then we can move on with the EID schemes topic.
Yeah, this is another rebirth story. We've done this EID scheme evaluation thing in SK conferences for years. That means that there is a scheme evaluation which can end up in scheme level low, substantial or high across the Europe. That's how it's done. And we've been successful over the years in Estonia and Latvia with that. So Estonia, ID cards, mobile IDs, smart IDs. In Latvia, smart ID from our point of view has been the success story in that sense that, yep, we are in the level of assurance high, like the best there is in the regulation. If there would be a better version in the regulation, we would have that probably, but we don't, because the high is the best. You cannot go higher than high. But then we have a news. We tried, like several years we said on this stage that Lithuania is impossible. Last year we said that it seems to be now possible. And now what has happened is that there was a law in Lithuania, then there was a secondary act saying what is the process of getting this level of assurance, and then there was a search for an auditor that would comply with the regulation of Lithuania, which was really, really hard. Then we found an auditor, then we passed the audit, then we presented to the regulator the application, then the regulator said what we need to change in our documentation.
And then today, some hours ago.
No, but before even that, we changed the documents as we hoped that they wanted.
Yeah. And today they had a board meeting where we're discussing, and we got yes.
Yeah, so woo.
It means that in Lithuania, at least unofficially, we have a
mobile ID and smart ID both as a level of assurance high schemes evaluate it locally then. So this has been like really a long story. This is still an ADAS 1 story, to be fair. Like, so it took from 2014, like 10 years. Good to go. Like this was our thing. And now the last thing maybe is that we discussed last year already a bit about the really vague thing underneath here, which is actually a thing. And it's for a reason like that. We say that we go to Belgium, we do stuff in Belgium, of course. From the level of assurance point of view, we did investigate what is needed, how it's done, what needs to be done. We prepared ourselves and then went on and did something completely different, which is also very important. But Liisa will talk about these important things that we actually did.
Yeah.
We didn't go to this level of assurance thing there.
Belgium. I think it's time to give some overview of our expansion to Belgium, our success or maybe not so success. This is a screenshot from the newspaper. Should say something that we could come to Belgium market and to be a competitor to the local It's Me tool.
Yeah.
In early spring, we really launched Smart ID in Belgium as an alternative to this local Belgium tool. And we did it pretty well, actually. That we got quite a lot media attention. We got interviews. It seems that they are interested in us, but now the reality hit. We understood that we need to do much more localization than we had planned to. And in the Baltics, SK, we are leader in the Baltic region. We want to just to replicate what we have here to Belgium. Seems easy.
And the legal framework is EU. Like,
yes.
It should work.
Yeah. We would like to have a new country on the top of the Baltics, grow the user base, grow the reduction limits, and voila. And it seemed easy because the legislation, then that they have the ID card as we do, they have the personal code as we do. So we just thought that we'll need some e-services.
It's like bigger Estonia from looking from here.
Yeah. Yes, more transactions. Very greedy, I think we were maybe. We expected that we'll do the onboarding with the ID card because we were told that it's working fine. And then we find the e-service. The user with a mobile ID goes, enters the personal code, and voila, we have 1 million users.
Or more.
But then the setbacks are right. We kind of realized that the ID card is not used in a way we thought, and we also understand that the personal code as such is not even allowed to use in such a use case we kind of expected.
Yep.
We take the time off, or the summer came probably, and we partnered up with a local Trust One team who helped us to do the onboarding in a Belgian way, not in Estonian way. And then we also needed to improve a Smart ID app. There is a mention, this QR code
thing.
Stay tuned, it will come a bit later. And now we have released a new app where you can, to start the transaction, you don't enter the personal code, but you just scan the QR code in e-service website, and then the PIN dialog opens. And today we have a new aid campaign running. You see the message, what we are using there is a bit different, how we communicate in the Baltics. We are currently active meeting customers and potential customers again. We have integrations with Dokobit and also with the Trust One, and we have a website in relevant languages.
So any learning points from this, what would you like to say? How did we do there?
The biggest learning point, I think, is be local. And local marketing, local sales, local communication style, local fan base you need, evangelists, and someone who tells you the truth. If someone tells you that the local tool maybe is not so good, and the ID card is so widely used, so you need to have someone who really you can trust. But despite of that all, we still believe, and we are moving on, and then the next
Why do we believe then?
We do believe because we see that there is enough for 2 tokens in the market. We have experience from Estonia, also from Latvia and Lithuania. There are several tools in the market, and this is a storyline for the Belgium as well, that there is enough room for more than 1 token, and it's even because of whatever might happen. And in the next annual conference, we'll tell you how did it went. And why Belgium? We have tried in a smaller scale also some other countries, but Belgium, because it's a mature market, there is a It's Me tool present, which means that they can understand what we are talking about, what's the thing we are providing for them. And also they have the ID card present, they use ID card electronically. It means
Some of them.
And they have V-services. It means it seemed, what could possibly go wrong?
Nothing, Liisa. We're on the right track.
Yeah, this is our story about Belgium. And
that's what we've done in Belgium a year now.
Yeah.
And we continue next year again.
We didn't make this makeover of our website
last 12 months. It was a bit
this year. We made it last year, but we had this portal which was renewed this year. This is the place for all our customers where you can manage and order your services. We hope it serves you well.
Yeah, we went to Belgium in a state where we actually didn't have a place where Belgians could log in.
We checked yesterday. There is a Belgium login.
Yeah, now there is.
Yeah.
But they weren't when we started. Like our customers couldn't go in and check there.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter that we do not have the international customer base. I think the most international service we have still is timestamping and our e-seals. These are
sold in tens of countries.
13, I think it's already the countries. And somehow they managed without the e-service as well. So it's all about the good service.
Yeah. Okay, but let's move to in-house a bit. Like we will discuss a bit what we have done internal, like this, what you have seen and probably have wanted to know a lot. Now we will talk about the things that you didn't want to know about. So what we internally do, so what we do daily, what is the daily routine in SK and how do we work to serve you well, how we spend our days.
Yeah, we are working with data. So
yeah, and this is
gathering some data.
And this is our most important internal graph that we want to share with you. This is then the Kringle statistics. The Kringle is untranslatable for our Latvian and Lithuanian colleagues, so it's still Kringle.
This is a way how we celebrate in SK. It means if you had a birthday, if you have birthday, you have a work anniversary, this is the end of your probation period, or we have some work achievements, or there is a vastlapäev, or
yeah, basically it doesn't
Christmas
matter what happens, you still
whatever.
have a reason to bring a cake.
Yes.
Or a soup or a candy. Like e-service served as a cake and as a vegan cake. So e-service launch had to separate cakes or like even more.
And waffles are history.
Yeah, the waffle master has left the building. So in that sense, we are waiting for a waffle master to return. We have 0 waffles this year. That's how we do it.
But really, we were baking fresh waffles in the office. We had to tape the fire alarm
detector.
Yeah, smoke detector not to activate the fire alarm. So.
Yeah, and that's what all the waffle master did for us. But yeah, if looking from the point of view of this work anniversaries, then we had like 20th work anniversary in SK, and SK is only like 23 years old. So that was an achievement. And
where is it?
And this 20th work anniversary did not make to the charts because that was a party that blew kind of off the chart. We don't have so big thing here. So we had a huge party for the work anniversary as well.
Yeah. If you stay in SK for a long, then you can have a party as well with them. We are revealing the name?
No, this is the would be.
But maybe let's make a big applause.
Yeah, to the person who got 20 years in SK, still there.
That's all.
That's all from us now.
Questions?
You can ask some questions from us as well. We have 5 minutes for that, and we'll see if we have any questions from you. It turned out that during the Mikko questions, I needed to do something different because I didn't see your questions. Now I hope that I see your questions if you have any. No questions to SK. I need to refresh something. Kalev, what's the practical benefit or difference by gaining EID schema level of assurance high in any of the countries? Doesn't seem there's any impact for the end users at all. That was the first one I got at the moment. So this answer would be that it's an obligation to recognize that thing. So in the local and international frameworks, the level of assurance gives you kind of a pass through some especially public services, meaning that, yep, they must be accepted as a tool of entry. In a Latvian case, we are in a process that maybe we are also then published in the European list, and that would mean that also you can access services across borders. But basically within the country, it means that the treatment of the tools which are in the same level should be similar. And that's what we are after, basically. We really did know that in Lithuania, somehow magically, the ID card of Lithuania was announced in European list that it is a high-level scheme. But that was the only scheme in Lithuania, and this is the least used scheme in Lithuania in practical daily business. And it had this kind of a high-level scheme notion, and the others didn't. So we hope that this is the thing that we achieve through this level of assurance things.
Question. Why we are investing to physical SIM cards?
Because whatever is the trigger, our customers want that.
Maybe we can also reveal that besides we are investing to physical, which the project is kind of more actual, and we are investing at least in the analysis phase also into eSIMs.
Yeah, but still, the physical SIM is something that 700,000 people use today in Baltics. If I would meet those 700,000 people, like even half of them or like 10% of them, and they would ask that why can't I use it further? I don't have a good answer. So I would say that, yep, you can, and then they can.
And probably this is a question to Haraldur, but there is a should Smart ID eikä Ötkeni app become a wallet? I could answer. This is what for Smart ID I'm telling that the angle what you're looking at, Smart ID is a wallet. We can call it as a wallet.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Yeah, we can rename
Ötkeni as well.
Ötkeni app and Smart ID app. We can name them Ötkeni wallet and Smart ID wallet. And it's like done. Then we have wallets.
The weird question: will Lithuanians get social security numbers similar to Estonia? Yes, they have a very, very similar.
That is given by Lithuanian government to them already.
Yeah.
We cannot do anything about that.
Probably they, when we're born, they will get it, the similar in Estonia, or maybe the one who asks the question is from Latvia.
There was a fun similar question then to the point that when we will get the privacy-preserving personal code or code listed here. Whenever the governments decide to do that, well, we have, again, no control over that. The personal code is personal code. This is your unique identifier. And I don't think that Latvians, as they have this chance to change their personal code that is preserving the privacy, are like running to the offices and requesting that. That's still something that is hard to remember compared to your birthday. So maybe not everybody wants that, but there should be a referendum on this.
Kalev, what is the deal with Finland? Why don't they have a smart ID? This dedicated Kalev.
Okay, Kalev. Because we haven't provided them that yet. The Finnish market compared to this Belgian market is so scattered and they have 10 different identity tools and there's no preference on one over the other. So it so far has not been like appealing to go there. But I'm not saying that we are not going. We haven't yet, simply.
Yeah,
about time.
Yeah, and there is one very, very hard recommendation that if you are serious about Belgium, you need to be really serious about waffles.
That's I appreciate, and that's why we said we need waffle master. We are hiring Belgian, and we hope that this Belgian comes with the waffles, and all is good after that.
Yeah, and now it's lunchtime.
Now it's lunchtime. Be back
1 hour.
sharply 2 o'clock. Then we have another opera.
Yeah.